left my straw over there. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to go and get the straw. I'm going to do my clap first. 1 second. Hello, my name is Lily. Welcome to the Fuzzy Felt Feelings podcast. I've been a little bit sad today, so how did I fix it? I just drank a little bit on my own. We're fine. We're having a great time. And I thought it'd be really fun to share just what I'm thinking about and what I'm feeling about when I'm a little bit tipsy, because I always think that I'm a little bit more funny when I'm a bit drunker. Yippee! I've been saying that a lot recently, thanks to a certain evil man in my life. And it's actually annoyed. We're just going to kick straight off. Here we go. It's actually annoyed me quite a bit because I really enjoy saying it, and it reminds me of the nice things and the nice times that we had. No, this is what I actually wanted to talk about, and I don't know how long I'm going to talk about it because it actually makes me really pissed off. The idea, right, that women are crazy. I was just scrolling on Instagram Reels. Side note, by the way, all of my friends and people who I love and respect, and also people who I hate and who I just enjoy stalking sometimes, you need to get better at liking Reels, okay? When I'm doing a little stalk, and when I'm having a little look in my, you know how it's got the followers likes thing, I do occasionally like to go on that just to see what you guys are saying and what you're doing. It's very boring. There's a few fun people who I'm like, yeah, of course you're liking the top tier content, but they're not liking a lot of it. And the men who I'm stalking, if you're watching this, please just get better taste. I'm not being funny, but I'm really not going to help my case here because I do enjoy calling myself crazy, but I'm actually really offended by it and I don't like it. But I am stalking you all, and I am looking at what you're posting because you ruin my lives. Because you ruin my life. So can you please just make the stuff that I'm looking into actually interesting, please? Because I saw a couple of things and one repost that I was like, actually this is quite funny, and it pisses me off that it's quite funny. But just do more of that, because it makes me angry that you have good taste. Stop liking and reposting crap, you know? Because it's not going to make me angry. It's just going to make me go, oh, that's gross. Feed into my delusions more, please, by actually being interesting people. I would really appreciate that, actually. Anyway, getting on to the topic at hand. I was having a little scroll on my Instagram Reels, and I did end up crying a little bit, and I ended up giggling a little bit. Not lots, though. I can't actually even really remember the reel that I saw, but it annoyed me because it's people are so quick to call women crazy. It's because the default is that men are going to be terrible. That's the default in life. It's you're going to go through life and you're going to see a man and he's probably going to treat you really badly for a while, and you've just got to take it and then act like nothing has just happened to you, because men are just inherently terrible. That's the standard. But the standard for women is that we have to be perfect and we have to be lovely and we have to be these, pristine people. And then as soon as we get treated badly and react to that, we're crazy. And it just annoys me. I've been having a few conversations with some of my really close friends recently, and I've felt mental. I've been talking about things and saying what I'm feeling, and talking about things that actually genuinely mean quite a lot to me, because I've been treated badly by people, and people have been horrible to me, and are still managing to paint me out as the mental one. And I just don't understand it. It's just so annoying. And it's not I don't enjoy taking accountability for things. I'll take accountability until the cows come home. I love internalizing my own emotional issues and saying, oh, it's because it's because of me. I do that all the time with everything. And then I start speaking about it and I go, actually, in that situation, I genuinely don't think I did anything wrong, And then you just feel mental. Sometimes I just feel crazy because I'm reacting to something that a man has done, which is completely out of order and not nice and not fair. But because they're a man, it's okay and it's justified. And yeah, sure, people who I tell are going to go, oh my God, that's awful, that's so bad. But there's no ramifications. There's no justice in any way. Because in every other situation, I'm going to look mental. And also the fact that people are just allowed to lie as well. People can lie. And I'm not saying that I like to embellish a story. I like to make things. I'm a storyteller. I love telling a story. I can turn a thing that happened in 5 minutes, I can turn that into a 50-minute story time to some of my friends. I love telling a story, but I'm not going to lie about key details. What I've been hearing through the grapevine is that this is just me bitching now. This is so funny. Why does it always come back to men? I am going to drink more, just so you know. Oh, we could get some fun ASMR. Straw sounds. Is that fun? I'm drinking squashka. Squadka? What is it? Squadka. I've heard people say squadka, but I don't like that. It makes it sound like a 2012 influencer house. I think it should be squashka. What are your opinions? Put the opinions in the comments below. But like, no, right, here we go. So me doing this podcast and me writing these songs, people think I'm crazy. That is genuinely my perception in my town where I am. I know for a fact that the men that I have talked to and the men that I've been with think that I'm mental because people have been mean to me. They've just been mean and I've been upset and I've had to process that and make art out of it. I'm not saying this is art. I'm saying this is just my excuse to bitch. But like making songs, writing songs, people see that and think, oh my God, she's written 15 songs about me. She's mental. No, you were just a dick to me. So I've written a couple of songs about it. Like that's all it is. And it annoys me that I'm the crazy one in that situation. No, the crazy person should be the man who's been horrible to me. Like you've been a dick. Anyway, I can't even remember what the TikTok was that I saw. It was something about women being amazing. Because I love women. Women are amazing. And I listen to stories that my friends tell me, and I don't think that they're crazy. I think they're beautiful people. I think that they're strong people. And I think the reason that they're acting in ways that don't reflect their character in normal everyday lives is because they've been hurt by someone. Like their feelings have been hurt. The only way that I know how to get back at someone after they've made me feel upset is to write a song about them. And I think maybe this will make them feel something. Maybe this will make them listen to me. Like I know if I had a song written about me, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to eat that up. I'm going to listen to it every day because I need to know exactly how you feel about me. So I kind of hope that if I write a song about someone, they'll listen to it and go, right, okay, so she's really upset about this. They're never going to. They're never going to. They're either going to take every song that I write as an excuse to be like, well, she's mental, listen to this song that she wrote about me, or they're gonna like it's never gonna work. But that's just like my general take on it. I feel like I had a point that I was making and I've just completely gone off topic and just started talking about songwriting again. Silly. I think I might move on slightly. It was just bonfire night and Halloween, and I had a little bit of a crazy Halloween. This is being filmed well in advance, by the way. Like, you guys are listening to this in like either January or February, so this is gonna be like, what the hell? I like getting ahead of things because I know for a fact in January and February I'm not going to be doing any of this. But yeah, it was just Halloween. I had a really lovely Halloween. I did end up crying. Crying on the bridge. So I accidentally sent a really toxic text message, and this isn't going to help my case about being crazy. And it wasn't my fault. It was the alcohol's fault. I was told that I was never allowed to speak to this person again. He told me he never wanted to speak to me again. So I'm really good at following instructions. I'm never going to speak to that man again. He's not going to get the luxury of talking to me. My conversational skills are amazing. They're not. But whatever. He's never going to be able to speak to me again. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Been there, done that, got the... What are the words? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt? That doesn't sound right. It is right, but that doesn't sound right. The night started. Oh, I'm going to just tell the whole Halloween story. The night started. I'm walking to a gig with my mother, and I'm just loudly bitching about this man, because of course I am. I'm allowed to bitch about bitches, you know? And I'm walking and I'm going... I have never seen this man on this street before, and he walks past me and says, hello, bitch. Don't speak to me. I'm never allowed to speak to you again. Don't speak to me again. Evil. I panic, and I think, what can I do to solve this situation? Drink. It was Halloween. I was like, it's a beautiful excuse to just get absolutely messed up and have a wonderful time. And what did I do? I had a wonderful time. To be honest with you, I can't remember a lot of it. I spent an arm and a leg at the gig. My dad did a gig. It was a Black Sabbath tribute band. It was ridiculous. It was so good. It was at the local cinema. And then I get to this bar and everyone's there. I'm having a great time. I'm chatting away. I can't remember what I've said to anyone. I remember I told was a guy there, and I just told him what his costume was, and he was like, no, that's not who I'm dressed as. I was like, no, you are Jared from Labyrinth, and you can't say otherwise. And he was like, well, I'm not. And I was like, you are. Having a little boogie, I think. I don't even think I was. I think I was just talking, because I always just talk. That's just, I like, one thing about me, once I've had a drink, you're never showing me up for like 7 years. And I was having a great time. However, evil man was there. And he just kept like looking over at me and like smiling and waving. No, you're not allowed to look in my direction. You told me to never speak to you again. So I'm never going to speak to you again. And I kept like looking at him and like scowling and be like, go away. Because of course I do. I'm 22 years old. Of course I was acting like a 14-year-old. I know when this episode goes out, I literally will not care. And I'll be so annoyed that I'm like resurfacing old shitty drama. But so he is apparently spreading my name all over my hometown. Apparently like so many people have heard the story from his perspective. He's like really trying to get out his side of the story to make me sound mental. And it's just not working, unfortunately, because his story doesn't add up. A really good straw. I was given this by one of my tutors at uni. I had a bit of a sore throat and she went, use this. It is just a normal straw, but it's also like a vocal straw. So you can use it and be like, and like blow bubbles. The bubble blowing is highly entertaining, but I think this is too full for it. Yeah, it's too full. It's going to go everywhere and I don't want to have vodka all over my bed. I end up walking home and I can't really remember a lot of the walk home, but I just remember being on the bridge. Like there's a bridge kind of near my house and I was on there and I was just sobbing. I just started crying and then I had to sit on the steps and I texted him, which is stupid and I shouldn't have done it because I opened a freaking can of worms because he just took that as an excuse to message me about 17 million times at 6 a.m. But I messaged him and I was really annoyingly toxic and was not intentionally, like genuinely. I was literally just listing all of the things that were happening. I was going, oh, I'm really upset and like I kind of miss you a bit, and I'm on the bridge. Which in hindsight is terrible. That's so terrible. Why would I say I'm on the bridge? What the hell? I didn't kill myself. I just went and talked to my sister and we had a great time. But that is terrible. Terrible form on my part. Very sorry. That does make me sound crazy. But I didn't mean it. Not in like I was making false claims, as in like I genuinely just wasn't thinking about how it came across until the next day and I was like, what the hell was I doing? So yeah, all of that happened and I was chatting away to my friend and I was telling her, and lots of other things that happened that day too. It's just that did make me seem a little bit mental. For example, I was hanging out with my friend's dad trying to clear up my side of the story, and then I end up going back to my friend's dad's house, but my friend wasn't even there. And then we sat in his kitchen and we're having some drinks, and then he's like, oh, by the way, just letting you know, one of your old situationships is asleep upstairs with my niece. Oh, really good. Okay, epic, cool. Wasn't thinking straight. I didn't think, oh, that's my cue to leave. I was asleep on the sofa, woke up the next morning, had the most awkward interaction of my life where I actually look insane. Imagine you wake up, you know, after a lovely night's sleep and you think, oh, this is going to be great. Walk downstairs, boom, your ex situationship you already think is obsessed with you is just on the sofa. Hello. What? Actually, what? I understand the crazy allegations, but I promise you I'm not. I think this is why it hurt me so much, because I've realised in the last few weeks I have actually looked insane. But I know I'm not. And the idea that I'm talking about this on a podcast now that's going to come out months later than, like, this happened like days ago. But in your time it happened like 4 months ago. So if this comes out and people watch it, they're going to be like, Lily, what the hell is wrong with you? And I think, yeah, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm sat in my bed drinking vodka, talking to no one. This was just an excuse to talk to myself so that I didn't look actually crazy. But yeah, no, my main takeaways is, if you're a man who I'm interested in, can you please make your Instagram likes and repost slightly more interesting? Because I actually really don't care about what you're liking and reposting right now. It's actually really boring and I don't like it. I just think, if you're going to verbally assault me, can you also be a bit funny as well? Could you make me laugh a little bit? Like, the thing is, when I was going out with my ex, he was really funny. I can look back on that and go, yeah, that makes sense. Like, he regularly made me cry, laugh. That's perfect. That's what I want. But then I think about all of these other evil men who I'm talking to, and I'm like, you're not immune. like, I'm giggling at myself, you know? I'm going, tee hee hee, I'm so funny. I'm not laughing at you. You're kind of not tee hee funny. You're just annoying a little bit. You're just annoying. That's all they are. They're annoying. But they're annoying, but they're also manipulative. That's the thing. That's the thing that you always forget. You've been manipulated. This isn't me talking to you. It could be if you're in the same little situation to me. The people who do this kind of thing to you, they're manipulative people. And you can look back and go, that was the thickest person I've talked to in my entire life. How the hell did they manipulate me? You don't have to be smart to be manipulative. Anyone can manipulate anyone. You don't have to be intelligent. You can just do that. That is just something that people can sometimes just do without having to think about it. Maybe it's not on purpose. Maybe they're not manipulating you on purpose, but they're using the techniques to manipulate you. And that's why you're feeling crazy. I wrote a thing the other day, and I was saying that I think the reason that I'm attracted to people who are going to hurt me is because the person who knows how to hurt me the most is myself. And I've spent a lot of time being very self-destructive and being very like, grr, Lily Hill's the worst. And so if I meet someone with those same interests who thinks, ooh, Lily looks like an easy person to, get a hold of, and I can make her feel bad, we're going to share similar brain patterns, and we're going to share similar thoughts and feelings. When I am being very self-destructive and self-hating, it must be changing the way that I think in some way, and like changing because I never was, like in high school I was just like a normal child. I genuinely didn't think, I don't think I struggled with mental illness at all throughout high school, which is why everyone was so surprised when I got to college and all of a sudden I'm having anxiety and panic attacks every single day, and I can't get out of bed, and I can't wash myself or brush my teeth. It got really bad, and like it still is really bad. Like, I've had a lot of therapy, but I think my self-destruction has just changed in the way that it presents itself. Because it used to be, oh, I don't deserve basic human bodily functions, so I'm just not going to like shower because I don't deserve that, or like I'm not going to get out of bed because I don't deserve that. Now it's more, I'm going to date this person who makes me feel like shit about myself because I don't deserve love from someone who's going to make me feel good about myself. And that's not nice, but I'm very self-aware, and I know that it's the case. I know that that's the thing that's happening. It's just a bit sad that that's what's happening. But my original point is that because I've thought that way for so long now, it has to have changed some sort of brain wiring in my head. I think I must share similar brain patterns to these people that I'm getting into situationships with, because I can understand them and I can relate to them in a lot of ways mentally. But like the difference is they're actively seeking to hurt me, whereas I'm not actively seeking to hurt them. I'm actively seeking to hurt me too. It's interesting to think about. It's annoying, I think, is what it is. Because I like myself. I think I'm great. I think I'm a cool gal. But the issue is, I'm also aware that I just very easily fall into very self-destructive patterns, like very easily. And as soon as life feels like it's changing slightly, or just someone gives me something that gives me a little bit of like, ooh, I just immediately fall back into these same patterns, and it pisses me off. I'm like, can you not, please? Why does he get to ruin my life? This has got a lot more depressing than I was hoping. I think I'm just a bit sad at the minute, which is okay. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm allowed to feel those feelings. I've written a lot. I've written so many songs. It's amazing. I'm so excited. Like, people are going to be hearing my music soon. Oh my god. I'm so excited to get my art out there. I'm terrified as well. Terrified, but so excited. Like, I always forget how vulnerable my songs are until I play them to people, and then it makes me really sad when I'm listening to it with people, because I'm like, oh my god, this is so miserable. I just love making music. I love making music so much. It's my favourite thing to do, and it just really allows me to talk about everything that I need to talk about, which is why I'm doing this as well. I feel like I have a lot to say, and I want to say things. I want to get stories and fun, like, anecdotes about my life out there, because I feel like I have a lot of them. I wonder how many people are watching this. Probably about 3. And those 3 views will be me, by the way, just so you know. If you're looking at the thing and it's like 4 views, thank you to the one person out there watching, because the other 3 are definitely me. On like sad nights when I'm just like, I just need some comfort. I'm just going to watch myself. It's the circle of life. The other day I matched with someone on Hinge. I matched with someone on Hinge who I've seen on my little For You page. Usually, this isn't me being big-headed or anything, I just don't use Hinge very often, but usually my likes are at 50 plus, and I just make my way through that slowly over like a few months. However, I got through that the other day because I was really bored. So I've actually been having to go on the menu bit, and I always see this man and he's got a stupid fucking mustache, and I always see him and I think he is the biggest red flag of a person I've ever seen in my entire life. And then the other day he sent me a like, so I was like, okay, whatever, let's just see what happens. And I matched with him. Bad decision. What are you thinking, Lily? What are you thinking? Well, what I'm thinking was, this will be really funny, and it was, because he was like, do you want a boyfriend or something? Very intense, very quickly. I was like, I haven't been in a proper relationship in like 2 years. It's been so fun. And he went, I think it'll be more fun having a boyfriend or something like that. And I was like, okay. Sure, whatever you say. And then he was like, what are like the traits that you look for in a man? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, the standards are low. Number 1, make me laugh. Number 2, don't make me sad. Number 3, get along with my friends and family. That's it. That's literally it. And he was like, I think the hardest one will be getting along with your friends and family. I hope they like my poetry. What? You hope they like your... Are you going to be doing like a dramatic poetry reading to my friends and family? Is that what you're planning on doing? Really made me giggle. I'm like, I kind of actually want to keep talking to him just to be like, what were you thinking? Like, that's not how you get on the good side. Just make them laugh. Easy. Are you planning on doing like a recital of like Shakespeare at the dinner table? What is your plan? Just tell a funny story and they'll love you. Don't treat me like shit and they'll love you. Like, I hope they like my poetry. Okay. I'm not being funny. Okay, this is rich coming from me right now, who's about to, like, you know, be like, and now listen to one of my poems. I've been writing poetry for so long. I've never shoved them down anyone's throat, ever. I gag at the idea of having to be vulnerable. What the hell? Is the way you're winning my family and friends around is to read them your poems? What? I'm sorry. That's absolutely not the way that we go about that. Thank you very much. What do men think that women like? What do they actually think? Like, all I want is for someone to just come over and make me giggle. That's all I want. I just want a little fun little giggle. That's all. If you're a man and you're watching this, just make me hee hee ha ha very briefly. It doesn't even have to be that funny. Just a bit. And I'll be like, oh my God. Just do that, and then don't treat me like shit, and I will like you. I mean, to be fair, I will also like you if you treat me like shit, as has been proved time and time again. But it'd be nice if you didn't treat me like shit, you know? If you like that lady on TikTok. Today, we're going... Oh, what is it? Today, we're gonna go... Tonight, we're going out. I'm so bad at Irish and Welsh, I can't do. Scottish, fine. Irish and Welsh, terrible at accents. She goes, we're gonna put some vodka and we're gonna put some more vodka and we're gonna top it off with a Smirnoff Ice. And then she gets a big massive straw and like swirls it around and then drinks it in like 2 gulps. It's impressive. I'm impressed. What can I say? Do you like this Metallica shirt? I'm wearing a Metallica shirt and I got it from like a market that's like just down my road. I get everything from there. It's an amazing place. And I saw it in like a vintagey shop and I was like, oh my God, this is actually really embarrassing. It's like, oh my God, is this like a classic Metallica shirt? Like, it's really cool. I really like it. I feel like Saffron Barker right now with do you like the metallic writing? Silly. But I saw it and I was like, oh, that's sick. I'm going to get it. It wasn't that expensive. And I bought it and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I Googled it. I was like, I wonder what, like, there was like a label in the back and I was like, I wonder what it was a 2024 Urban Outfitters Metallica shirt. I was like, damn it. I am just a poser. I always enjoy listening to podcasts to like fall asleep to and stuff. Hands up, who's asleep now? Probably me. I would probably listen to this to fall asleep, to be fair. Because, as I was saying before, I really enjoy consuming my own content. I make content that I would enjoy watching, I think. I wonder who is actually going to watch this. It would be really funny to me if this actually becomes like a mega podcast and like I've just pre-recorded all of this stuff of me just shit talking a bunch of men from my hometown. Hilarious. I feel like they don't get enough shit talked about them though. Like, this is the thing. Men can do the most heinous crap, and just be like turn up to work the next day and just be like, yeah, whatever. Like, turn up to the same bar the next day and no one cares. No one bats an eyelid. I do that. I have to be in an anxiety hole for 7 days because I'm terrified that the public's perception of me is going to be she's a bitch. And I'm not usually a bitch. Sometimes I am, but I'm not usually, you know? It's just occasionally when someone's been really mean to me. I'm never a bitch for no reason as well. It's always because someone's been horrible to me first. And this was the initial thing that I was trying to talk about, and I got sidetracked by stories that made me sound insane. I promise you I'm not. Hate Myself is such a fun song that I wrote after I kissed my ex's best friend and he got really annoyed at me, and we've never spoken since. And it basically made me realise that I was self-sabotaging because I didn't want to be friends with him anymore. And so I just did something that I knew was going to be unforgivable for him. And I realised, oh, is this a thing that I just do? Do I just like drunkenly make mistakes to push people away? What the hell? What the hell? So that's something that I've been trying to work on. Yippee! Ah, that's how this episode started. Oh, it's a full circle moment. It's really annoying how I can't say yippee anymore. I'm not going to stop because I think it's funny. Yippee! I wonder if he says epic still. That was something that he picked up from me. I say epic and fun and good all the time. And then he started saying epic. And I thought, oh, that's really cute. I wonder if he still says epic and thinks of me and goes, fuck her. Whoa. People are allowed to not like other people. Can you tell that I'm saying this as the world's most chronic people pleaser in the entire world? It hurts me to have to say I don't like you. And it hurts me to have to say that you don't like me. I'll see you soon. The poem is going to play now. Hope you enjoy. Hope you play it to your family and make sure that they like me because of it. Bye bye. Oh, sorry. That was all filmed quite a while ago. And unfortunately, I did not stick to my I will never talk to that man again. And I did. But it's fine. Everything's fine. We're going to do the poem now. This poem is called Intimate. The tight leather of my boots scratch around my ankles, but I grin through the blisters. They're done up one eye too high, but I don't really mind because you're sat there, so proud of your new design, so excited to have been a part of something that was mine, and so I'll sit through the blisters for the next few weeks just for you. It's a very intimate activity. You put care and thought into placing the coarse string through the cold black loops that sit above my ankles. It's a very intimate activity. I put care and thought into every word that escapes my dry mouth. I wonder if you get as nervous as I do. I wonder if you think this night has been intimate too, or am I just another boot that needs their laces done up to the top, and it's nothing more than that to you?